introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up? This young Treach from SGR,
All right.
aka Terrence
Before
Hackman.
you got introduced to SGR, who was some of like your musical influence that influenced you to do music that make you want to rap?
Growing up, people that influenced me to do it in the rap game was, of course, Lil Wayne. That was one of my biggest influences. Hot Boys, uh, dang, 50 Cent, Eminem, Dre, Snoop. I used to listen to Memphis Bleak, Jay-Z, the whole G Unit.
All right.
Doggone the whole mixtape era, you know, that's all that music. I listen to all of it. I ain't even got no gender, man. To be honest, no favorite.
Okay. So before were you doing any recording, writing, performing anything before you got connected with SGR?
I was doing a little writing, a little freestyling, you know, just playing around with it. But nah, I wasn't really doing no recording or no shows or nothing before I got with SGR.
Okay, so how did you get introduced to SGR?
I got introduced to SGR. Man, to be honest, I don't know how I fell into the group with SGR because at that time I was 15 years old and I had a lot going on at that time. At 15, I was in the streets, yeah. So I was dipping and dabbing, shaking and baking here and there, and I met a lot of people, you know, here and there in some kind of way. I ran into Earl and met Earl. Somebody connected me with Earl and told me this little dude could rap.
Yeah, I
Went
just
from
know
there.
one day you just showed up at the
Yeah,
studio
just
and
popped
never
through.
left. First got introduced to SGR when you in a group.
Uh,
Oh yeah, brought your homie with you. Y'all was rapping together.
Yeah, we was kind of in a little group, like me and my homeboy. We was trying to do our little tag team thing. Shout out to Pyrex. Yeah, me and Pyrex was trying to. We was just trying to start a little project, you
Right.
know.
Whatever happened with that group?
Uh,
If you remember.
it just went their separate ways. That's all. You know, no love lost. It's everything still everything. We still do music now, but yeah, it just went their separate ways with it.
When you first started coming around SGR, who were like some of the artists that you gravitated toward and you like really wanted to like collab with?
When I first got to SGR, uh, I was embraced with a lot of love, man, and I was able to get in the studio, you know what I mean, the way I wanted to, and I spent a lot of time with you actually in the booth. You was the producer, and I kind of gravitated a little bit to. I like the double image music. I like the way they perform. That's what kind of made me be a fan of them. You know what I mean? But I liked it. I liked the twins. They were nice with the wordplay and stuff. But, that was about who I gravitated to. But I like to do music kind of by myself, kind of grow.
Right. I remember when we was kind of in between, like we started out at South Studio in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, with the culprit, you know what I'm saying, we was recording down there or whatever, and you called me one day, you were like, the studio on fire. I was like, what? Man, I just passed by the studio, there was a fire truck at the studio on fire.
Yeah.
So I hop in my car, rush down there, you already down there, and if it was on fire for real. So we had like a little time period where we didn't have nowhere to record at.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember you and your brother recording a project that y'all recorded by yourself
At the crib.
And
yeah,
when
man.
Earl heard that, Earl was like, this
Yeah.
dude the future right here.
Yeah, I said it. I wrote an album in 3 days. That project, believe it or not, I couldn't believe it. Listening to the Get Rich or Die Trying.
Y'all probably had like maybe like 12 to 15 tracks on that joint.
Yeah, we just never put them out there. You know what I mean? But yeah, we was working young at that time, and Earl seen that, and he seen the potential in us.
Okay, so all right. So like I said, after that time period, Earl decided that he was tired of paying people for studio time. He was gonna build his own studio, open his own studio up. So we get to the Palace. We call it the Palace, SGR Studio, the Palace.
Yep. I sure
Do you
did.
remember working on Live from the Palace Volume 1?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
then,
I think I put one song on that one, that compilation. Might
but
have been two.
a lot of people don't know that originally that was supposed to be a double CD.
Yeah,
But we had enough
yeah,
songs to
because
make it
the
double
second
CD.
one was
We had like maybe like that's why we called it Volume 1, because we like we would just put a Volume 2 out. But then Earl was like, "No, nah, I don't want to do the whole Volume 2
and
thing, so I'm gonna
the
do
songs was fire on that too, man. Like it was a lot of talent, man. It was
and then he
dope.
then he came out. We came out with Leftovers and Kool-Aid.
Yep.
And then that's when you start bringing in some of your homies in. You know, your brother was on there. YG was on there.
Yeah, YG was on there.
His
Spitting
brother
that
was on
flame.
there. So how did they come into the fold for the little short time that they was around?
I knew them through like personal relationships, through family members that I was dealing with at that time. Relationship I was dealing with. Me and him was dealing with the same two sisters. You know what I mean? So we were kind of in cahoots with each other. So. And he was doing music. Just came fresh home from the pen, and he was nice. I had to get him in there. I had to get him in the booth. It
Do
was
you
mandatory.
remember I had gave you a beat one time and you had did a talent show. It was at the I think it was like Southern Pines
Yeah,
Primary,
never
the
forget.
gym, the auditorium over
Never
there.
forget. Yeah, man, that was like a great moment in my life at that time. It was fun. It was energetic. It was exciting. You know what I mean? That's when I got my first real rush for the music. My first love for it. You know, that was like my first real show, and I actually won first place. So the song was fire. The crowd was fire. Like the whole movie was dope, and it just gave me that feeling. And ever since then, I wanted to. You know, that's what you chase it for. That's what it's all about. You know. So
Do you remember when we went to Raleigh and did that show on Christmas Eve that time before the dude that was supposed to send everybody
yeah,
to Japan? Yeah, cause we had did like maybe like we were going back and forth there for maybe like a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Cause
mm-hmm.
at first it was just me and Capri. Yeah, Earl was like he wanted everybody to go, so I talked to the dude and he let everybody start coming up and perform and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you know we did a lot of shows around in different spots where
Yeah,
a lot of people just
did a
kind of
few
sitting
shows in
around.
the Ville at the park. What's the name
Mm-hmm.
of that park?
Was it Lake Rim?
Yeah, Lake Rim.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was the same Ashanti.
Yeah.
Some hot.
Shout
What was
out
it?
to Larry Crump.
I don't know if you had came to SGR yet though, but we had one weekend we had went to Troy and we were doing a lot of stuff in Troy with this group called 3-2 and Big Wheel. They had shot a
I
video.
remember y'all talking about him. I ain't never.
I don't think he went because your stepdad used to like try to let you not go to a whole bunch of stuff. Just because we were so much older than you and you were so young.
Yeah, yeah. My step pops took it like I was signed and the record deal at the company. He was acting like my manager. You hear me?
Right. He
Shout
was
out to pops, man.
he would come in there and try to get you out the studio when you done snuck off and you and your brother done snuck off and came to the studio. He come in there more banging on the back door of the studio like, where you at? Where you at? But once Earl, you know what I'm saying, talk to him and let him know like, hey, look, you know, he in good hands, you know what I'm saying, we gonna
Yep.
make sure he's good or whatever. Then he was all in after that.
And then when y'all got me that deal with Sony almost with Sony with Carter, he was all ears then. He was all in.
Mm-hmm. He was trying to drive people around and stuff then after that. So
Oh man.
the last official SGR project was Leftovers and Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So what's your life been like since that last SGR project?
Man. A roller coaster. It's been up and down, you know what I mean? It's been real situations, you know. Behind the scenes I had to I was like I said, I was in the street, so I was trying to do both and live and grow and learn at the same time. You know, just made a lot of wrong decisions, bad decisions, and ended up incarcerated for a couple of years. Uh, I got out and just really didn't had the passion for the music like that. Before I went to prison, I stopped doing music. I just it took so long to get signed, you know, and I was just so impatient. And I was just like, I was getting money in the street, so I'm like, man, I'm making all this money here. I don't see no point to keep trying to do this if I ain't getting signed yet? You know, it was one of them young, dumb decisions, you know, paid for it in the end. But after that, fast forward, get out of prison and get my life together, start working, become a chef, start running a restaurant and one of the golf courses around here where I'm at, and go through some health situations. I had to retire early, and I opened up my own catering business. So that's what I do now, cater. Do catering, little parties and stuff on the side. And I still participate in the music, you know, behind the scenes. I jump on a track here or there. I might put out a project, I don't know. It all depends how I feel, where I'm at.
So tell us more about your catering business.
Yeah. Yeah.
This your time, man.
Started this shit, now I'ma finish this shit. Triple combo out the gate. Hell yeah, I'm in this shit. This rap game ain't nothing. I've been